Hi everyone. Okay, I'm here in my studio, my newly revamped studio. Let me give you a little tour here. Um, I went ahead and repurposed my desk and raised it so that I could work standing up. I'll give you a view here. And I went ahead and I placed my computer on this end and just my easel there, and I have an easel behind me here in the corner. And so this is going to be really nice because this is a small space, but I wanted every space to count. You know, I put my wireless printer down there and then my dinosaur down here, which is a laser, and I love it because, I mean, black and white. And then I have my other easel there and some stuff I'm working on. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is my plant markers that I made. I am into cactuses. And yeah, I'm not talking about this. Well, you can see there. I'm painting a few, and I've always loved them. And I've had succulents, and recently I got into actual cactus collecting or acquiring. These are some of my cactus that I have actually made. These are made out of yarn. I knit them, like this saguaro here. And these are made out of felt. These are pins. See? Like sewing pins. They could be pin cushions. And they're super awesome. They're awesome. I love them. They're just great because imagine you can make any. There's so many variations. Like that one up there. It's a euphorbia, golden candelabra. That was my inspiration. And it was just a hoot making that one. Trying to get it to look like that type of cactus. And then I have this plant here, which is my rendition of a felt succulent. And yeah, anyhow, let me show you again. I was saying that I have a collection of cactuses, and I'll go ahead and post some videos of my actual rock garden and my cactus garden that I have the whole process. And I went through some mistakes, and I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. So I'll go ahead and post that. And so let me show you. I went ahead and I got the information. Tip number one, when you're starting a collection, always, 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 I know you're excited and it's, you know, like I had the foresight of actually saying, well, I'm going to peel off the tabs and the stickers that are on the pots, and I'm going to put them in a book, and that way I know what I purchased and I can go ahead and classify them and make labels or whatever. And I did that for some. For some I took pictures in my cell phone. So the other ones were, I missed a few, and I had a rough time finding them. I had to look through tons of videos and information trying to get the correct name for the plants that I had purchased. But anyhow, now that I have the names, I went ahead and made some markers or some little tabs with the names of the plant, because that's part of the fun. When you're making a collection, you want to know what you have, especially if you're propagating or sharing. You want to be able to tell the person what it is, or making these videos. That'll help. For example, we have here euphorbia, sticks on fire. It's awesome to know this is a barrel cactus, right? Where is this pointing to? Oh, there it is. Sticks on fire. Okay, and a crassula. And see, this way I know exactly what it is that I actually have purchased, and I know how to take care of it and all that good stuff. So I went through several ideas of what I wanted to do, and I figured I could go ahead and use these little tabs and I made some little posts out of copper wire, and I just fit them in there, and then they hang. But what you need to do is make these a little bit longer, I think. Depending on the size of your pot, you don't want the wood to hang on the floor. Even though I did use this E6000, which smells, reeks, it's strong stuff, but it's like rubber, and it's very durable, and it's waterproof, and it's good for outside. So what I did do is I did this process first. See, I made labels on Avery.com. You can make the labels and enter all the information that you want on there, and then just print them. And what you do is you go ahead and you print them big enough where you put all your marbles. They sell these marbles like at Michael's, at Joann's, even at the dollar store you can get some, but they're super tiny, like these. These are dollar store ones, and they're kind of small. But they do the job if your plant is not, you know, named like this one here that I put lithops, and I put the actual name, which is, you know, Pseudorocatella or something like that. So anyhow, it's subjective depending on what you have with plants. I like these big ones because you can see them better, and you can tell what they are. As you can see, I'm already seeing that on the wood you can see the name better than on the actual dark rock. The dark rock, it takes a little more, even though the backing is white, it kind of blends in to the background. So yeah, you have to keep that in mind. You can also go ahead and put some type of another paper back here before you actually put it on the rock, and that way you can have it doesn't become translucent, and the rock doesn't show through. But it's kind of cool because I don't want them to say, hey, you know, forget about the plant, look at the label. I really want the focus to remain on the plant. So I was trying to make it kind of earthy. I don't like the plastic. I went through, do I use spoons, plastic spoons? But I don't want it to look tacky. I want it to look, you know, earthy, nice. And I thought this was a great idea. I had purchased a bunch of these stones to put in my rock garden, and I had a fountain that I'm not using at the moment, so I went ahead and I took the rocks out of the fountain, and I repurposed them to use them as the markers. And like the ones that I put, like these, I'm going to go ahead and just set them in the pot, and just, you know, set them in the pot. And that way, you know, if I need to know what the plant is, or if someone visits and is curious, they can go ahead and take a look. And these, the reason I put them on these wood labels or tags, is because, for example, Sticks on Fire, it's like a bush. It's like a bushy plant. And those, you can't really see the bottom of the plant. So it would be very useful to use one of these little, you know, sticks, stick them in the pot with a little tag. And, you know, you could actually stick it sideways this way. They don't have to be huge, and it'll just hang over the pot. And I think that'll be a great idea. So anyhow, just wanted to show you, and hopefully you'll make your own. They're super easy. Just buy this glue, print your labels, glue all your marbles onto the face of your page that has all your labels. Let it dry overnight, then just cut them with your scissors as close as you can. It'll look raggedy from the back, but from the front, I mean, you can't really tell if you get really close. Like to the edge, you cannot see the edge from this side. It is magnified or whatever. And it's a really cute solution, I think, and it's waterproof, and hopefully they'll last longer, I had made some of clay, and it wasn't the clay that you fire. It was just the one that they sell at Michael's. You can air dry, and yeah, they didn't last very long because they got exposed to water and they just decomposed. So I'm hoping that this is a better solution to label your plants and your pots and your stuff. So I'll show you what they look like in another video in my garden. So happy creating!